Hey, fourth graders, Mr. Klingon here. So we're going to be doing some more work thinking about multiplication problems and different ways we can understand making equal groups. So for today's lesson, we're going to be doing what's called a problem string. So like a string is connected, all these problems are connected to one another. So we're going to be able to kind of watch and see how they build on one another. Okay, so follow my thinking here. So our first problem is 3 times 4, okay? And since I'm recording this from home, I found some almonds that I had in the cupboard. I'm going to be making arrays in equal groups with these almonds, okay? So first we're doing 3 times 4. So I can think of that as 3 rows of 4. 1 row of 4, 2 rows of 4, 3 rows of 4. Okay, so I could count that up. I could skip count by 4s, 4, 8, 12. I could skip count by 3s, 3, 6, 9, 12. So regardless, 3 groups of 4 equals 12. Okay, now let's take a look at the next problem. 3 times 8. Now I'm noticing that from 4 to 8, that's doubling. 4 is getting twice as big. So think to yourself, how is that going to change my answer? 3 groups of 4 is 12. What if we double one of those numbers? Well, let's take a look. I have 4 rows of 3 here. I'm going to add another 4 rows of 3. There you go. Okay, so now this is 3 by 8, like our problem said. 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But you can see that our amount got twice as big. We have 3 by 4 here and 3 by 4 there. So that makes 3 by 8 altogether. Okay, so we can think about 3 by 8 like 3 by 4 and another 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 was 12, and another 12 would equal 24. Okay, that's the same thing as if we had them all pushed together. Okay, slide this back together. This would be 24, this array. Okay, all right, next up. 3 times 9. Okay, now I'm noticing now here, our second factor, 8, is getting just 1 bigger. Okay, so from here to here, it's getting 1 bigger. What's that going to do to our answer here? Are we just going to add 1 and say it's 25? Let's think. 3 times 9. Well, here we have 3 by 8. I wonder if I just add 1 more column here, that should be 3 by 9. 3 by 8 here, and I added 1 more row. So I didn't just add 1 more almond, I had to add 3 more almonds. I added 1 more column of 3. Okay, so what I did here is I had my 3 by 8, okay, and then I added 1 more group of 3. Okay, so I knew my 3 by 8 from last problem. I knew that was 24, and I didn't add just 1 more almond. I added 1 more row of 3 to get my answer as 27. Okay, now let's take a look. Now we're going back to 3 times 7. All right, now I see our second factor here is going down by 2. Now, it doesn't mean I'm just going to take away 2 almonds. I need to take away 2 of my rows of 3, or I should say columns. Okay? So here's my 3 rows of 9. I got to take 1 away. That makes 3 rows of 8 almonds. Another row of 3 away. Now I have 3 rows of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So what I did here is I had my 3 rows of 9, and that was 27, but then I took away 2 rows of 3, which was 6, and then that left me with 21. Okay? All right, now let's see, what if we change our first factor here? Okay, now we're doing 4 by 7. So, right now we have 3 rows of 7, but now we're doing not columns of 3, columns of 4. So I need a whole nother row of 7. Okay, so predict, we were just at 21, and now we're going to add a whole nother row of 7 down here in the bottom. What do you think is going to be our answer? Okay, let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We added 7 more almonds, 1 more row of 7 to here. So we knew 3 rows of 7, that was 21, and we just added 1 more row of 7. We added 7 more almonds. 21 adds 7. We should have 28 almonds now. Okay, so now we're going to do 4 by 8. So that's adding 1 more column. Okay, so let's add 1 more column to our 4 by 7. Here's 4 by 7. Let's add 1 more column, and that'll make it 4 by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we added 1 more column of 4. So our answer should be 4 larger than it was before. Okay, because we knew 4 by 7 was going to give us 28, and we added 1 more group of 4 there. Okay, so that's adding 4 more. 28, add 4 more, you can count on, would be 32. Okay, let's do it one more time. We're adding 1 more column of 4. We went from 4 by 7 to 4 by 8 to 4 by 9. Our answer should be getting 4 bigger every time here. Okay, let's look at 4 by 9. So here's our 4 by 8 again. I'll slide these in. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're doing 4 by 9, so we should have to add 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just adding 4 more onto our array. So we knew that 4 by 8, we already knew that was 32 from before. And again, we added just 1 more group of 4. So 32, add 4 more. Count on if you need to. Our answer is 36. Okay? So just another way to be thinking about how multiplication is connected and how, depending on what your factors are, you can think of different problems that are related that you know that can help you solve the next one. Okay? So for your independent work today, you're going to start with this seashells page. So there are some word problems about groups of seashells, like 4 groups of 6 seashells, 8 groups of 6 seashells, 9 groups of 6 seashells. Notice you're still having 6 seashells in each group. It's just the groups that are changing. So use your first problem to help you with the second problem. Use your second problem to help you with the third problem, okay? Because these problems are intentionally connected, all right? There's a challenge problem, thinking about how the problems are connected as well. And then there is a number line there. And you're also going to be doing a page of factor practice that is separate from these word problems, okay? So this should be pages 3 and 4 in your math packet. And once you finish that, you can go on Dreambox and try to complete at least one activity. Good luck.